welcome to yet another episode of Hands for Hungers, the Budget Gourmet. I am going to be your host, Chef Mo, and we are going to go on yet another journey of taking an everyday item and making it just a little bit gourmet. As you know, each and every week I am joined by a phenomenal talent, whether they're a chef, whether they're an influencer, whether they're just a good friend. Sometimes they're all three, and that is the case today. And so I'm going to welcome into our kitchen the amazing Chef Niki Lightbourne. Come on in, my girl.
Hello. How is everyone doing? I'm Chef Niki Lightbourne, and I'm very happy to be here.
So listen, I mentioned that sometimes they're a friend, sometimes they're an influencer, and sometimes they're a chef. She happens to be all three. Me and this girl go way back. Like I can't even, like we go so far back at this point. We family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is an honor to have her here. Of course, if you've been paying attention, you know this ain't her first time. We was here for the Christmas doing our thing, drinking a little cremas, stuffing a little turkey. Anyhow, if you missed it, go find it. It's on YouTube, as all of these episodes live. But she is back with us yet again to do yet another amazing episode. Now this time, I'm choosing the ingredient, and we're gonna go on a little rendezvous of sorts together. All right, so our ingredient for this episode is none other than corn, loose corn in a can. As you know, every time we pick an episode, it's always something that is easy, it's something accessible, it's something where you're like, man, what else I could do in this thing with knocking around in the cupboard? Because drop a pin. If I ever come to your food spot and you tell me when your size is corn and you give me loose corn of the can cold just so, we can fight. We can have it out. So this episode is going to show you different things that you can do with your corn that can take it up to another level, that also highlights the item itself, but then you don't have to feel like, man, all I know how to do is open a can of corn and throw it on the plate. Because what we doing?
When we all know Bahamians are obsessed with corn.
Love corn.
Any way we could get it. Obsessed with it.
So here we are. All right, so we're doing three things for you today, and we're going to start at the end, kind of, sort of, and work our way forward, if that makes sense. We're going to make, wait for it, we're going to make a honey cornbread. Yeah. We are going to make a corn chowder. Because to go with the cornbread. And we're going to make an elote corn salad. Now, if you know me, from my food truck, from my restaurants, from all, various different things, this elote corn salad is one of my favorite things ever. This is a no-fail. It make it look like you know how you're doing some things with some really basic things, but it tastes so good. It goes with so many things. It stands alone as a side. You can put it on top of a salad. You can turn it into like a salsa side with some chips and dip and things like that. So listen, a little goes a long way, and we're going to show you how to turn a couple cans of corn into some amazing, amazing things. So I know baker. This the baker. But for those of you at home that may not be, what we like to try to do is find ways to make easy things happen for you.
yes.
In like a realistic type way. 4 ingredients, 5 ingredients, set in oven. We ain't have to be measuring a bunch of things. Cause really,
Nobody has the time.
Who into that?
Nobody has the time.
Who into that? So we're gonna get started. And as we build this item, I'm also gonna let you get to know our chef just a little bit more, because she's quite fantastic, incredibly versatile. And along in between things, it takes for me to lock her down to do things. So this is why I had to get her in twice, because you know what I mean? When she told me she was gonna be back at the beginning of the year, I said, listen, girl, I can need you here again. So this is what we're doing, all right? So Chef Niki, as we go, I'm gonna talk them through, first of all, how we're gonna make this dish. Now, first of all, I don't want y'all to talk about it, but my bowl.
But that's Grammy bowl, though.
It's the thing. This the bowl is make it look like you know what you're doing. See
That's
this bowl?
the bowl y'all tote out y'all mommy house when y'all move into y'all apartment.
This bowl have dents and dings and scratches and scrapes. This bowl that drop on the floor. This bowl, this the bowl that make it look like when somebody come in, you just throw some flour on your face and be like, child, right here, bacon, child. You know what I mean? We ain't baking much of nothing. Let me tell you the ingredients for this. A box of your favorite cornbread.
Yep.
Now, you know, Bahamians usually use the Jiffy wipe.
Yes.
But, you know, we couldn't find a Jiffy because y'all done...
Because y'all buy everything out the store
y'all,
over
you
the
know,
holidays.
that's okay. Over the holidays, y'all done, they're trying to catch up still, okay? Box of cornbread. We have some melted butter. We have cream corn. Now, this is important. This is the cream style corn. Not to be confused with just the regular loose corn. This one comes in its own sauce with some milk in there, some condensed. Don't worry about what it is. Cream style is what you want, all right? And then we have some yogurt. And then because I just felt like being a little dude, we do some jalapenos on top.
Yes.
Of course, you could add other things in here like cheddar cheese.
Some bacon.
Maybe I think we should put some bacon in it.
Yeah, you can put a little bit of bacon.
I just started spitting in water. I done hungry. So we can put some bacon in it just to like zhuzh it up, all right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you show them how easy this is. Now, you could multitask. Like, can you answer questions while I actually...
Yes.
I love this for us. I love this for us. Okay. So I'm going to open this for you while I begin to ask you a couple questions. First of all, are you familiar with Hands for Hunger and their work with their pantry?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
When I was the managing chef for the Starbucks commissary back in the day, we were one of the first pretty much corporate entities that really espoused the ethics and the ethos of what Hands for Hunger stood for.
Okay.
And because of we were producing food that has a corporate expiry date, but not a legal expiry date. Those are two separate things.
Correct.
Where a muffin can only be on sale for 2 days. However, that muffin is viable for 6 days.
Correct.
And
I'm glad you said that, because I think a lot of times when we talk about how Hands for Hunger will collect food from different places, I know people sometimes are probably like, are you giving people food with like already been out or old food or stale food? No. That's not how it works, right? We take food that would otherwise be thrown away, that hasn't been touched, that hasn't been used. Sometimes you might overproduce. Yes. Right? And so instead of just throwing those things away, you give them to Hands for Hunger where they can redistribute and then be used the next day, or sometimes even within the same day if they pick it up early enough in the morning for people to have meals. And of course, those go mostly to the food kitchens, right? The different feeding environments. Sorry, just had to throw that in there because...
And there are certain things, like some things didn't even get to go to the stores. Like sometimes there are businesses in Nassau that have to produce food, but if you're producing a muffin or a pastry and you have a run of loaves of bread that are too dark to be sold. Correct. But they can be eaten. Why should they be tossed?
Discarded, thrown away? Exactly. One thing we don't do.
You can throw away no food.
We ain't throw away no food. Not when we have the levels of people who are every day trying to make sure they have a meal to feed their families, to feed themselves, to just keep going. It's another beautiful thing of why I love Hands for Hunger. As you know, we always try to feature items that are in the pantry. And the idea is this pantry gives a unique shopping experience. So anybody who goes into this pantry, it's not like we giving you scraps and dregs. It ain't like we giving you the things nobody wanted. There's things in these pantries I wish I could have in my house. Yes. They have quinoa in there. Yes. I went in there. I always tell the story. They had Belgian white chocolate chips. What? Why you love that? I like Belgian white chocolate chips. But you know what? That's what happens when you have so many amazing donors who say, we have this in excess. Yes. Yes. And we want to give people the things that we would also be excited by, right? We're not... You being hungry shouldn't be about survival. Take this and eat this. It should be, hey, how can we give you healthy options? How can we give you nutrition? Exactly. Nutritious options, delicious options.
Dietary options. Like kids are allergic to a lot of things these days.
Yeah. So all those things get taken into consideration when receiving the donations and when cultivating that pantry and that pantry environment. All right. So I already told y'all, there's super easy ingredients here. Now, I don't know, sometimes with the dry going to the wet and the wet going to the dry, so I can let her take it from here. That's how we do the rest of this, but we have melted butter, we have cream corn, we have 1 box of your favorite cornbread, and then we have yogurt. That's it. Those are the ingredients. And then we can probably, I can add some bacon, because...
You gotta add the bacon.
I flavor forward. Y'all guys can say fat first, y'all tricky. No, I'm flavor forward. Mind me. Right? And then we're going to throw some jalapenos on top as well to give it some color and just to kind of give it a little bit something, because we're actually going to serve these with our corn chowder that we're going to have later. All right? So we multi-using things here. All right? So I'm going to let you start stirring that. I'm going to grab the cutting board because I think I'm going to start cutting some of that bacon.
Oh, yes.
All right? So Chef Niki, tell us a little bit about your experience. Let me slide on this side of you. Your experience as a chef. You mentioned a moment ago that you started, at one point you were doing commissary work with Starbucks. Your journey has taken you a lot of places. We started off way back in the day at Gourmet Market.
Wow.
Yeah. Right?
10 years.
That's more than 10 years.
That's more than 10 years.
Because you then were with me at Mojo's.
Yes.
And that was in 2014. So that's over 10 years. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. It's been time. It's been time. It's been some time. All right. So listen, tell us now where your journey has taken you with food. Since then, as you know, we know you're a private chef. You've done commercial work. You've done restaurant work. You're like a little bit of a jack of all trades. So how do you find it is when you're, consuming or buying and seeing so many food items and things and spaces? Does that make you usually cognizant of using food in another way or giving food to people who can benefit from it? How does that work for you?
My career has taken me, 15? No, my career is
way more.
18 years.
Yeah.
18, 20 years now. This is up there. Don't mind the chubby cheeks. You're a little young. However, I've gone from, like Mo said, restaurant work into commercial kitchen work into yachting, private chef work. I used to be executive chef of Bahama House in Harbor Island for about 3.5 years. Then COVID, and then I went back into yachting. And one of the things that have always been close to my heart is making sure the food does not get wasted. Mm-hmm. And I do, when most yachts go back for the end of their season, our seasons usually run from Thanksgiving to usually about August, September. And then the boats go to yard period.
Okay.
And
all I'm hearing now is why I can never catch up with you. So,
and so what the boats tend to do, the boats are going to go on dry dock, out of the water, everything. So everything has to come off of the boat. Mm-hmm. And so what we tend to do, what I've gotten a lot of Bahamian chefs and a lot of foreign chefs on these big yachts to do is before you leave, empty your pantry. Just leave what you need for your crossing, empty your pantry, donate it to the local soup kitchen, donate it to a church. If I had to come pick it up from you, I will come and pick it up from you and donate it. And I also do something where because every time these boats go to Super Value or Solomon's Rash, they get points, they get stamps and whatever. And so now you have the app, but I used to literally walk into my friends that are yacht chefs, their boats, and like grab their stamps and like use them for to give to the soup kitchens, give to the churches, and to just
for purchasing.
For purchasing food.
And see, that's something I would have never thought of, but it makes so much sense. Whenever you're buying in bulk, even when I have events, when I have to do private things, those stamps really add up. But I've never even considered how helpful that is to actually give those stamps to these kitchens to be able to use it to purchase the things that they need as well. That's another thing that we kind of always talk about with the Hands for Hunger initiative, right? Is this idea that a lot of times people want to go and say, oh, I'm going to go and buy 5 cases of cream or 8 cases of this. What I want you guys to realize is sometimes the buying power is more effective coming from Hands for Hunger.
Yes.
So unless you already have these items and you just want to give them, it's easier for them to receive cash from you, to receive deposits from you. And trust me, you get receipts for everything. Everything is completely documented because at the end of the day, they're an organization, right? And so these things have to be documented. But $100 for them because of their relationships with the Solomons, with the other environments, the other stores, they're going to always have bigger buying power because they're going to get different discounts, right? Okay, so we're going to throw this into the oven in a second. You saw how simple this was, right? Yes. We had the batter that comes pre-made. 1 can of the Korean corn. We added half a cup of melted butter. We added in some chopped bacon, and I think that's it.
Yogurt.
Oh, and the yogurt. And then we added in a half cup of yogurt, right? You could also use sour cream if you have it. If you just have milk somewhere later on, you can use that too to loosen up a little bit if you want to add some fat. And so all we're going to do now is we're just going to add some jalapenos on top, just to like make this look beautiful and flavorful. And generally when I place these, I put them kind of like how I figured we would like cut them. And so maybe I'm spreading these out a little too much here. All right, we're just gonna lay these on. and then we're gonna stick these into the oven, all right? So we're gonna finish this up into the oven. When we come back, we are going to start our corn chowder, and that's what it is. Oven is, of course, set to 350 degrees. Putting this in, coming back. Don't move. We got plenty more corny things. See that?
Screaming.
Okay.
The Budget Gourmet. We making it sweet, low cost meals you can't defeat. Tastes so good, it makes you move. Hands for hunger is in the groove. The Budget Gourmet.
It's a Holly Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the upgrade and win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holly Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Ragu.
So good. Literally so good.
Ragu kettle cooked with homemade taste.
I got nothing to eat.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Hold on, I can do something. Turning nothing into something.
Turning nothing into something.
I turn nothing into something.
It's amazing what you can do with nothing. And the little Hellmans make taste, not waste.
It's a Holly Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the upgrade and win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holly Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Ragu.
So good. Literally so good.
Ragu kettle cooked with homemade taste.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
The Budget Gourmet. We making it sweet, low cost meals you can't defeat. Tastes so good, it makes you move. Hands for hunger is in the groove. The Budget Gourmet.
And welcome back in. It's your host, Chef Mo, and you are here with me and Chef Niki, and you are at the Hands for Hunger Budget Gourmet Kitchen, and we are on to our next ingredient for the series, which was canned corn. So if you were with us the last segment, you know we already have our jalapeno bacon cornbread, honey cornbread in the oven. That's gonna be in there about 45, 48 minutes, all right? So we put that in first, so we kind of work in backwards a little bit if we do. All right, I'm gonna turn my stove on now because we are gonna now get into our corn chowder. All right, so again, we're using simple ingredients. We're highlighting corn. Corn is gonna be featured in every single one of these dishes, and by the end, we're gonna have a great little sampling of things, right? Corn is one of those things that I think we love so much, but we always like do so little to it. Sometimes you throw it in rice. If you're lucky, somebody will put some butter on it and some salt and pepper, Jesus. And then there's the old heathens who's just eat it out the can. I mean, I want to be okay with it, but I just can't. I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's like the ancestors would be like, come on, girl, we have heat. There's fire. There's fire. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, we are going to make an elote corn salad later, and that does not require heat. Y'all should like that. But you're still going to add some flavor to it, still add some texture to it, some zhuzh to it, and of course, make it something a little bit more than just loose corn out the can, because, my God. All right, so we're going to get in this corn chowder now. This corn chowder is also a nice, simple chowder. We don't like to do things too fussy around here. I always like to tell people, use what's in your fridge. Use what you got, right? So, as you know, we already used some jalapenos. We already used some bacon in our cornbread. We are now going to use some bacon in our chowder, all right? So we would have rendered some bacon off earlier, which we have there, and we kept the bacon fat.
All the good stuff.
Because again, I'm what? Flavor first. Which one of y'all say?
Because all of y'all know that
I know
y'all
what y'all-
Grammys
you know.
used to have the bacon grease
Of course.
can on
Uh-huh.
the stove
The
when
lard,
y'all was
if you
growing. The
will.
lard can on
Yeah.
the stove.
And of course, that is flavor, right? So why not put the flavor back in to the meal that you're cooking with the elements that are already going to be present, all right? So let me make sure we have this up as high as we
As
can
you
get
can
it.
get it.
Yeah, because we want to make sure we get that. Oh, that's why. Okay. We're going to get this all the way up here. So we're going to have this coming back down. And of course, you know, bacon fat seasons up quickly. Don't even hurt your head about it. So into this chowder is going to be some sauteed onion, some corn. We're going to sweat some carrots. We're going to sweat that down. And then we're going to add in our potatoes, our corn. And we're just going to leave this alone and kind of let it do what it needs to do. The beauty of this is you could use as many or as little things as you have in your fridge. Y'all know I always talk about the lonely carrots. There's always 1 or 2 carrots knocking around a bag that you just didn't get to the end of, and you're like, oh, no, Lord. And then before it started growing another carrot, I figure we can throw it in here. So we had 2 carrots here that we just decided to cut up and add to the chowder. If you had celery, you know you always have that one little side piece of celery left with the...
Your onion would then
you know?
spring, your garlic would then spring. Y'all know y'all have
Exactly. The
these
potato would then
things.
grow in eyes. So again, we throw in all these things together and we're gonna make a delicious chowder. We're starting off with our bacon fat here.
Ooh, it smells
That's
so
starting to
good.
get sizzly and delicious. We're gonna go in with our onions and start sweating that down. Of course, we also have our fresh thyme, which we're gonna start sweating down too also as well with that. And our carrots, because, you know, why not? I would have put celery in here if I had some, but, you know, I ain't had none.
What
And
ain't in
that's
your
okay.
fridge? Ain't in your fridge.
And that's all right. Again, we're trying to make things easier. We're trying to make things sustainable for what you already have going on, all right? Now, keep in mind, all the elements that we always use in these ingredients, we try to say and use what's in the pantry. Again, this pantry that Hands for Hunger has is not just canned items, preserved items, heavily salted packaged items. They have fresh produce. They have fresh meat cuts. They have beans and corn and grains and oats. Like I said, quinoa, lentils. So we always have a lot of different elements there. But the key is to get people to know exactly what to use for, these elements for. Mind you, some of y'all right at home, y'all have these things in your cupboards too, and you don't know why you have it. You don't know what to do with it. What is a quinoa? I've heard this question multiple times. What a quinoa is, all right? And so it's a grain. It's something that is nutritious. It's something that's delicious. It's something that's kind of like a rice element, not as heavy. It's a fancy way of getting in some good fiber, some good calcium, some good nutritional elements, while not having to break the bank. And a little bit goes a long way, baby. A half cup of that must be good feed your whole family. I haven't holding you. Dry, I'm not even exaggerating.
All I'm saying is, don't waste it on your floor.
Do not.
You'll be finding quinoa for the next 3 months.
Under your toenail,
Don't-
in your hair.
in your
It's
tile
just-
cracks.
Don't hurt
don't
your
do
head
it.
about it. Okay, so right now we're sauteing down some onion and some carrots and some fresh thyme, dried fresh thyme in our bacon fat. So of course, and here's that's amazing. The flavors are flavoring, and we're doing what we do best, which is using what we have. All right. So of course, we're gonna add to this some seasoning. We're gonna add some salt and pepper in here. We're gonna add some garlic powder in here. At the end, we'll hit it with some crushed red pepper because I like a little spice. But right now, what I want to make sure that we get in here is start getting our, we want this to sweat down a little bit. We want this to get a little bit tender, but we also don't want this to kind of break, because when we leave it to simmer, this is going to continue to soften.
Yeah.
It's going to continue to cook. And so we don't want you to hurt your head about it too much, all right? So now we're going to add in our corn. Now, you can make this with either the cream corn or the regular corn. Because I didn't want to have to use flour to thicken this, we're gonna go in with 1 loose corn can, regular corn, and 1 can of the cream corn. The cream corn already has a bit of a thickening to it. This one comes with sea salt in it. So I tend to like to flavor this on the back end, because the bacon, of course, already has a little bit of a salt element. You know, these corn, the sea salt in the cream corn already has a little bit of a salt element. So we're gonna stir all of these together. We're gonna add in our cream, and guess what? We use an evaporated milk. We use a canned cream. I've encouraged. I don't even want you her in your head. Use what's it. Milk is expensive.
Very.
You know what I learned milk was expensive? Back in December, Big Bang, they did the shopping cart thing, and they said $8. So I said, ain't no way, baby. We use this dollar canned cream. So we're gonna use what we have, and we're gonna make it do what it does, all right? So we're gonna go in with our cream, and I think we have a little bit left in the can, so I'll go get the rest of that if we need that. And we're gonna pour that in there. This already look good and smell good. I can't wait to eat this, okay?
So good.
So we're putting these elements in. And we're gonna let that bloom. Let me refill that because I think we had a little bit left in the back. I wanna make sure we use all of it, all right? So Chef Niki, tell me a little bit about how you find yourself just keeping up with the everyday paces of your life. You do private catering, you do yacht catering, which mostly has you on the water. What do you do to relax? What do you do to enjoy yourself when you actually have the opportunity to do so?
I'm going to tell myself right now. I'm going to censor myself. I like to go places where other people are cooking for me.
That part. I'm glad you said that because realistically,
I like hogfish and conkin rice from McKinsey's.
Mm-hmm.
I like a cut of pork chop from Trudy's.
Shout out to Trudy.
I like to go somewhere to be loved the way that I've been loving people, which is cooking for them.
Listen to me.
And so, because most chefs don't eat their own food. If you cook me some tuna and grits when I come back home, I'm happy. Like I exist on takeout when I'm home. I don't cook. I don't cook in Nassau. I don't cook in Nassau. Don't do it.
We also like quick meals is the point. We also like things that we could throw together. Y'all know I live for a one-pot meal. Something that's easy to put together. The hardest part of this is gonna be the prep. Cutting up your onions, cutting up your potatoes, cutting up your carrots or whatever else, right? So now that this is bubbling, we see this coming up, we're actually gonna dump our potatoes into this pot and we're gonna let this simmer, all right? So we can actually drain a little bit of that water off, but keep some of it because we wanna keep the starch that may have sunk to the bottom because that's gonna help to thicken this as well. And what I'm also gonna do, because we're not using heavy cream for this, again, we're trying to keep this as cost effective as possible. The little bit of cream that we had kind of left in here, I have a little bit of cornstarch. I'm just gonna make a little slurry. At times as we get to the end, if we need to thicken this because the potatoes didn't cook down sufficiently enough or it's not the body that you wanted to have, you can just thicken it using a little bit of cornstarch and water. This is one of those things that I feel like I would tell people to just keep around.
Yes.
Particularly as somebody who is flour intolerant, gluten intolerant. I can't do the thickening with the flours.
Right.
Also, I don't particularly like it. I think it just adds a lot of unnecessary carbs, calories, all those elements, right? And so this is something that you use a fraction of it, stir it up into some water, throw it into the drizzle it in towards the end, and then you let it sit, and it's just going to naturally give it some body. But cooking the potatoes into the soup is going to be what thickens it as well. A lot of times we kind of cook the potatoes on the side and then we introduce it as a separate element. So we want to make sure that cooking it in here, we recognize that it's going to be a natural thickener as we go. All right. Now, I'm gonna have you cut up some of that bacon. Ooh. Now keep some to sprinkle on the top of the end, but I also want to cut some up to put that in there for some flavor. Now, if you don't have bacon, you can also use ham. You can use shredded chicken. I always tell people listen, you know when you have that baked chicken and you have them little pieces left and like you didn't really eat, sometimes maybe it got a little too dry, the chicken breast had one piece left in and nobody seemed to want to eat, they didn't pick the wing off of it, they left the little niblet, the little flop on the side, and just got this one dry breast sitting in the jelly that of its own existence, just looking at you going, so y'all ain't gonna eat me. That piece of chicken, cut that up, shred that up, add that to this pot, okay? We're going to stretch and use whatever we have, whenever we have it, to make a meal. And again, so we only use 2 cans of corn. This was 3 small to medium potatoes, right? 2 struggly carrots. I think it was a half an onion.
Yes.
And this is about to be enough chowder to feed easily, well, it depends on how big your belly is, but easily 5 people, maybe 6 people, all right? So now in here, of course, we sweat the onion, we sweat our carrots in our bacon fat because flavor first, yes. After we rendered that bacon, we now chopped some of that bacon up, And we've added that into here as well as a can of cream. That's all we got going on in here.
Yes.
Cream, corn, bacon, carrot, onion.
A little bit of time.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
These things you have probably in your house right now.
In your house, they're in their fridge.
And again, if you don't have the carrots, that's okay. You might have one piece of sweet pepper.
Or a little bit of
Something
sweet
that'll
potato.
do.
Or a piece of pumpkin.
What we doing? It's never going to be hard and fast. It's always going to be, what else can I add to this? And I always like to do this because I like to encourage chefs, cooks, at-home cooks, whatever, to think on their feet, to get creative, and to kind of learn how to multitask their items and their elements, right? This is also something that I love so much about the pantry that Hands for Hunger has so many different elements that can go together, that can be reusable, that can go between the various dishes. And I always try to do conjoined recipes when we do things to show you how you can say, well, I have a little bit of this left. How do I use that? So we've already used jalapenos and bacon in our cornbread with the corn. We've now used the bacon with our chowder with the corn.
Yes.
And when we go to our next dish, we're going to have the jalapenos again in our elote salad because we're tying these elements together. It always is going to be about multi-purposing. I am going to turn this down just a little bit because I don't want our
Cream to
things
burn.
to break or burn. So we're going to let this simmer. We're going to let this hang out. We have our potatoes in. We have our carrots in. We have our corn in, our thyme in. Again, we're going to watch this. We're going to leave it to simmer because we also don't want it to like stick on the bottom. We don't want it to burn on the bottom. And we're just going to stir this a little bit. And then we're just going to cover it. And we're going to let it cook until the potatoes are soft. And once that happens, we're going to know that we're done, right? So for me, this is one of my one-pot comfort dishes. I feel like I can turn anything into a chowder.
Yeah.
I'm always here for a good comfort meal. Other than what we've been doing here today, what is one of your favorite ways that you have had corn or that you like to eat corn other than loose out the can? I'm so disappointed in you right now. I don't even know if I can look at you. Honestly. I'm just gonna.
Oh my goodness! But
anyhow, everything cool.
But I like growing up on Anders. Like there's a Mennonite farm there, and they have like the most amazing sweet corn in life. So from I was in diapers, I've been spoiled by the best sweet corn you could ever have. But yeah, the whole just corn on the cob with butter. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do much.
You really don't.
You don't have to do much.
You really don't. It really does a lot on its own. And I love that it can be like sweet, it can be savory. It can have so many different ways that we kind of enjoy it. Did we put any salt in this yet?
No, yet.
Okay.
Seasonings haven't gone in yet.
Okay, so let's put a little bit of salt in here. Let me just taste and see what we got going on. God, that's good already.
Yes.
Definitely need some salt though. It's definitely higher on the sweet. Remember now, we put a can of cream corn and a can of the regular corn. So those sweet elements are definitely going to come in. Let's put some black pepper in there as well. And then let's sprinkle some of that garlic powder in here too, because we didn't put any of the fresh garlic in there. But if you have fresh garlic, again, a little 2 cloves, knock it around, mince them up, mash them up, put them in here. We're just going to use whatever elements we have. Don't be skimpy on that, girl. Go ahead and just garlic it up. Garlic it up, girl. Garlic it up.
Garlic it up.
All right, so, oops, making a mess here. Got a little excited. So we put this to simmer. We're just going to let this cook essentially until the potatoes are soft. And then after that, we're going to be good to go. All right. So we're going to cover this. We're going to let this simmer. We're going to check on our cornbread in a bit. We set our timer for that, though, so that should be fine. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get into our jalapeno elote salad. Elote.
The Budget Gourmet. We making it sweet, low cost meals you can't defeat. Tastes so good, it makes you move. Hands for hunger is in the groove. The Budget Gourmet.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
It's a Holly Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the upgrade and win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holly Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Ragu.
So good. Literally so good.
Ragu kettle cooked with homemade taste.
I got nothing to eat.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Hold on, I can do something. Turning nothing into something.
Turning nothing into something.
I turn nothing into something.
It's amazing what you can do with nothing. And the little Hellmans make taste, not waste.
It's a Holly Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the upgrade and win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holly Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo, scan the QR code on your receipt to enter, and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Ragu.
So good. Literally so good.
Ragu kettle cooked with homemade taste.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
The Budget Gourmet. We're making it sweet, low cost meals you can't defeat. Tastes so good, it makes you move. Hands for Hunger is in the crew. The Budget Gourmet.
And we are back, folks. And if I could tell you how it has smelled,
Like heaven.
I really thought by 2026 we'd have smell-o-vision. Like, I feel like, I know the cars in the air wasn't gonna work. Y'all can't drive on the road. But I really felt like smell-o-vision was something we was gonna figure out by now.
We have AI. They all fallen off. They fallen off.
Get to the smell-o-vision. Make it happen. I don't know. Your IMAX is making the thing shake and the water spray. Find a way to make the little scent pop. Anyway, it has smelled good. I digress. Chef Mo here with Chef Niki, and it's another episode of course, the Budget Gourmets. Hands for Hunger's the Budget Gourmet. Sorry, look at me. I done dizzy from the smell. I want to eat everything in here.
We've got the cornbread in the oven, and we've got the corn chowder. So it's
And we started off by cooking off some bacon. So we already had it going. All right. The ingredient for the day has been corn, canned corn. All right, we used two types of corn today. Featured. We had our cream corn. I know plenty of us be seeing that in the food store on the shelf, like, what this cream corn thing is. I know plenty of people who have picked that up by accident, carry that home, and now they're just on their shelf, and they're like, well, Jesus, what you do with cream corn? Because I know what to do with it. And today was for you, because we made chowder with it. We've so far made also cornbread with it, with some jalapenos and bacon.
Yes.
And now we're going to make you an elote corn salad. Mexican corn salad. It's Mexican street corn. When you go to the fairs and they have the corn and the cob with the mayo and the cheese and the paprika and the chili and all the good. We can take up that, but brighten it up a bit. And we're going to make it into a solid form, all right? So we have some corn. We have some red onion. You can use white onion. Use whatever onion you have, child. And use what you got. You know our mantra around here by now. We have some cilantro. We have some diced jalapenos. And then, of course, we have our seasoning, some fresh limes. Girl, these limes was $3. 3 for 99 cents today. Oh, Shando. This is-
Yes.
I'm gonna go make some margaritas. At this point,
It's rare, and they were good limes too.
And they good.
And they soft, and they
juicy,
shiny.
And they doing it, right? So we're gonna put this salad together. Super easy. It's mayo. Don't freak out. Calm down. If I hear one Grand Bahamian Kong salad coming because of the mayo, we gonna have an issue. Okay? So bear with me. All right, now listen. Let's get our bowl.
It's back. Grab me bowl back.
Not too much on my bowl, okay?
Okay.
And we are going to start building this beautiful salad in this bowl, all right? So listen, it's super simple. We're taking our corn, completely drained, because we want to make sure that we don't have too many other elements going on in here. We don't want the water from that. Drain that and drain that well. We're going to toss in, we have some diced red onion. Boom. It's fine, not fine, but fine, because you don't want it to be bigger chunks than the corn. Just take a little couple extra minutes and cut up your onion and thing, please.
Chop on your knives.
Just, you know. All right, let's get our jalapeno.
Ooh.
Right there going in. Oh, I'm gonna need you to cut up some of that cilantro a little finer for me too also as well. All right, so again, if this is your first time joining us, or if this is at least your first time coming in on this segment, let me give you a little update. Hands for Hunger has a food pantry that has been doing its best for several years now to provide a shopping experience for its customers, a shopping experience for the community that helps people that are in need. I say this every episode, and I'm not going to not say it. Hands for Hunger essentially is saying to the people, if you have to decide between putting food in your kitchen and paying your power bill, pay your power bill. Let Hands for Hunger's pantry help you figure out the food part, okay? So what we do is we rely on amazing sponsors, amazing restaurants and partners to assist in building that pantry, whether that's through donations of cash and or actual items. They pair with lots of food distributors, and they make sure that we not only feed our communities and feed through the pantries, but people have an opportunity to come in and shop in the pantry in the same way that we shop in the food store, all right? It's about giving people a sense of dignity. It's about giving people a real sense of pride, and also giving people healthy options, and now showing them how to use these healthy options in different ways, okay? So Hands for Hunger's been doing its part. As we know, this is now another way for us to show you at home, whether you're a part of the Hands for Hunger Nation or not, just how to use these elements. So we take everyday elements that we have knocking around in our pantry, and we try to give you different ways to share them, make them, stretch them, because also we're trying to show you how to make something go the long way. We did an episode last year with a can of corned beef, and when I say I mean a can of corned beef.
That's what?
And not one can of corned beef made like 4 different things. And we were full off of all of them. Now granted, we was packing a little bit of everything, but the idea is to make things stretch. The idea is to make things taste good. We're now, all of us in the beginning of the year, everybody pocket a little tight. Listen, ain't no shame in the game. But what we're going to do is tell you that you can still eat delicious food, enjoy things that you love, and still feel good about it, all right? Okay, so this is our elote salad. Now, traditionally, this is made with cojita cheese, which is a Mexican cheese.
Yes.
Good luck. Don't worry about it. You can't find it, use what you have. We're going to use feta because it's close enough to it, and I love feta. You could also use Parmesan cheese. I ain't even going to hold you. It's not that serious. You could use cheddar. Freak yourself out. I care. Don't use none. You might have a dairy issue that you don't want to include, right?
Yes.
So you're going to do whatever it is that you need to do to make this work for you, okay? So in here now, we have Chef Niki. What do we have in here so far?
So we've got corn, we've got diced...
Oh, let me get you a better stirring spoon.
Corn, diced red onion, we've got some chopped cilantro, and now we've got our feta.
You got our jalapenos.
Okay. And, ooh.
So now we're just going to toss this together, and we're going to season it up with a little bit of chili powder. Use paprika if you don't like the chili, or if you don't have the chili powder. And we're going to use some salt and pepper, and some lime, some fresh lime juice and lime zest, and then our mayo. So right here we have our corn chowder simmering. We have our cornbread with jalapeno and bacon in the oven that's going to come out any minute. At the time as this salad is done, we're going to have a nice little meal, all consisting of corn, all delicious, all with some level of either nutrition or just comfort or, just easy. All right? So depending on where you are and what you need, one of these recipes is going to be something you want to add to your repertoire, all right? So now, we're squeezing some lime juice in here. Oh, don't forget, we got to zest some lime.
Oh, yes. we
Zest
do
in here as
too.
well. Let me see. I think we have a little zesting situation right here. Now, so I always tell people, whenever you have to do zest off of things, or if you're going to be using fruits and elements, always do your zest first. Anything you're adding zest to, whether it's orange, whether it's lime, grapefruit, this is only going to heighten that flavor even more.
Yes.
So before you squeeze, you'd want to zest just because it can't work after. All right? And you don't want to go too far down. You want to take it just to where that white pith, that's what's called a pith. You learned a word today. All right? Just to where that element starts to kind of, to show. You don't want to really go beyond that. And you don't have to put too much, but it really just brightens it up. It gives you a nice, really fresh flavor element. You could try this in your conch salad too. Relax. All right? And of course, that's with the orange.
it's coming.
Because you know. All right, we done putting mayo on the corn. Yeah, there's people, you know what I mean? So yeah, you can actually add this to any element that you would put fresh lime juice in, even if you're making like a vinaigrette, a marinade, whatever else. This is that.
Also, if you use limes for anything, lemons for anything, oranges for anything,
For anything.
and you're just cutting it up and squeezing it, before you cut it, just take the zest off. You can store it on the counter because once it's dry, it literally turns itself into a spice. You could put it in sugar, like lemon zest or lime zest, put that in sugar and use that with your lemonade, with your switcher.
That's true.
You could put orange zest. You peeling oranges for your children, you zest it off before you cut the orange and literally put it in sugar, and then you have an orange tea for your breakfast.
Yep.
So there's always a way
See,
to
no waste.
not waste anything.
Yeah. And also get another purpose out of something, whether you're
Yes.
preserving it or even drying it. I don't know about y'all, but growing up, my great-grandmother used to peel the orange skin
and
off,
hang it
over
on
the door,
Yep.
let it dry, and now we had orange peel tea. That was one of the best things I ever had. I don't even know if y'all do that anymore, but there you go. Peel off your skin, dry it out, use it for a tea, because you only really wanted the juice anyhow. You just end up throwing away the skin. So multi-purposing, all right? Okay, so now we're going to go with some mayo here. Yeah, that much. All right. Now we're going to work this together, and we're going to stir this in. Now we might need to put a little bit more lime juice in here, but these have been really juicy limes, so maybe not. We'll see. We'll do a little taste test. I know we're going to need a little bit of salt, just a touch. And then we're going to also add in our chili powder and or your paprika. Okay, that should be good. Let's see how that's percolating. Put some of that in there. Boom. I think we need a little bit more mayo, actually. All right. So again, this salad is super easy, and it's fresh, and it's bright. It's like a corn version of a salsa, if you will. I want to say a conch salad, but not quite, right? And this is good if you want to have it to eat with chips. You can add it to a salad. You could eat this by yourself. This is one of my favorite sides ever. All right, so I'm just going to give this a taste, and then we're going to plate this up. Can I actually ask you to check on the cornbread for me in the oven? Ooh. I know the timer didn't go off yet, I don't think, but it should be about done.
Ooh.
Oh, well, what she said, that sounds good. I'm adding just a little bit more salt. And some black pepper. And a little more of the chili powder. How are we looking on our corn? Oh gosh, it looks good.
It looks good.
I should probably put it on that. You want it cool? Oh, put it right here. Let the people see the magic.
Let the people see the magic.
All right. Ooh. Okay, and so we have our salad here, mixed up, delicious, ready to go. I think I had a bowl we were gonna put this in. Is this the bowl we were using?
I think
Serve
so.
this? I don't know. Is that it? Okay, well, we'll use this one. Gotta wipe this up a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna let you check the soup for us. We're gonna wipe this bowl, and we're gonna get to our service, folks. It is about that time.
Oh,
All right, so today, don't forget, we made some honey cornbread. We made some corn elote salad. We did we did a corn chowder. Clearly, that's what's on my mind. And we're gonna have all these elements kind of come together right now, as we do, all right? So we're gonna take this up. And again, this is one of my favorite sides, especially when we're talking about like a barbecue or like a picnic or anything really where somebody wants something really like nice and light and refreshing and flavorful to like add to the elements or to your meal or to your potluck or whatever else. This is just one of those really great additions. All right, we have some extra scallions here. Yeah. All right, yeah, I'm gonna let you take up that chowder.
Oh, it smells so amazing.
Put this where you can see this here. Okay, so we have our corn salad right there. We also have our cornbread right here. And we have our corn chowder with a bacon and our corn. And of course, we had the bacon tied into our cornbread, and then we had the jalapenos in the cornbread tied into our salad. All right, so well, now it's time for us to. We got to taste some things.
Taste some things.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna start with. Let's start with the salad. All right, let's turn this off too. Let's start with our salad. So again, this is our corn, onion, jalapeno, cilantro, mayo.
That's good. You know, don't have naked corn running around, okay?
If I come by any of y'all house and y'all give me loose corn, oh yeah, I don't do nothing to it. We can fight. Cause this
It's really good.
is really what you should be serving with anything that you're gonna serve as corn. All right. Boom. There's that.
Yes.
Now, corn chowder. We've been waiting for this. I feel like, hold on. Now, I can't join you in this, but let me cut you a piece of cornbread. Y'all know I'd be fighting with the glutens. And I already had it was a doozy for Christmas. So,
And then corn.
we can cut you a little something right here. With a little custard cornbread right here. Let me see. Give me that bottom plate right there. Yeah, that's fine. It is a little hot.
Oh, it's very hot.
Oh,
You
it's
want to
very
use a
hot.
spoon?
Yeah. Well, that's only you eating
That's
it.
my spoon.
Yeah, that's your spoon.
So that's fine.
Boom.
Oh,
All right. And again, this is a corn custard cornbread, folks. So don't mind that it's a little murse.
it's going to be
That's
wet.
how it's supposed to be. It's going to be a little bit wet, okay? All right. So we have that. And now we have our chowder. Okay, we're going in. Yeah. Okay. And the piece de resistance. And again, this chowder, super simple. Corn, evaporated milk, potatoes, carrots, onion. If you want, add celery. Here we are.
With the bacon though. It's got to be with the jalapenos and the bacon though.
What y'all doing with your lives? What you doing with your loose corn? Is really the question. This is where it's at. Listen, we made magic yet again, and you can too. And hopefully you had a great time with us here today. We about to go mess up the rest of this chowder. I ain't gonna hold you. This is dinner for me tonight. I don't know what she can do.
I've been waiting forever for some Rissa food, so there's that.
And so here we are. But I'm happy that you were here with us. And of course, we will hope that you join us next time when we have yet another episode of Hands for Hunger's The Budget Gourmet, where we take an everyday pantry item and make it just a little bit gourmet. Bye.